Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving right into the absolute limits of human engineering, speed and budget. We're going to answer one very specific question. What is the most expensive thing ever built?
So, what is the most expensive thing ever built? When you try to picture the absolute priciest thing humans have ever put together, where does your mind actually go? You might imagine some sprawling, ancient palace just loaded with gold, or maybe a massive, modern skyscraper completely wrapped in glass. And hey, it's totally natural to think of those kinds of earthly megastructures. But to find the real answer, you actually have to look up.
The International Space Station. Yep, the single most expensive creation in all of human history isn't even located on our planet. It's floating hundreds of miles directly above our heads right now. I mean, it's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it, right? Our absolutely most costly physical undertaking was literally designed to completely leave our home.
$150 billion. Just let the sheer weight of that cost sink in for a second. $150 billion. This right here represents the absolute pinnacle of human financial investment. It literally leaves our grandest earthly palaces and infrastructure projects completely on the dust. To actually pull this off, we had to pull this totally unprecedented amount of global resources. We're talking multiple nations and different space agencies coming together, all just to build and maintain a working laboratory in the incredibly harsh vacuum of space.
Life at orbital speed. So what exactly did that $150 billion actually buy us? Well, it bought us exactly that.
28,000 kilometers per hour. The station is traveling around the Earth at a staggering 28,000 kilometers per hour. Honestly, it's a speed that's almost impossible for our earthly brains to even really comprehend. To maintain its orbit, this thing is just constantly whipping around the globe in this crazy state of perpetual freefall. It's basically the ultimate thrill ride.
Earth Day, 1 sunrise and 1 sunset, versus ISS Day, 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets. Because of that incredible velocity we just talked about, human time up there gets completely distorted. Think about it. Down here on Earth, our biological rhythms are totally anchored by 1 sunrise and 1 sunset. But on the ISS, the astronauts experience 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets every single day. Just imagine looking out your window and seeing the sun rise or set that many times before you even go to sleep. It's completely wild.
Our home in space. Yet, even with all these extreme physics and the constant rapid-fire flashing of day and night, there's this deeply human element to this whole engineering marvel. This isn't just some cold metallic satellite floating out there in the dark. It is, quite literally, a home in space. Continuous human occupation began in the year 2000. Through every 24 hours of those 16 sunrises and sunsets right up to the present day, it's just incredible to realize that for over 2 decades now, all of humanity has never been completely on Earth at the exact same time. Through every single one of those crazy day-night cycles and through every single lap around the planet, humans have been living up there. They've been working and surviving non-stop right up to today. Would you live in space for a year? Which kind of leaves us with one final thought here. We've looked at the massive $150 billion price tag, those mind-bending 28,000 km/h speeds, and the frankly bizarre reality of 16 daily sunsets. So knowing all of that, and really understanding the sheer isolation of living inside a floating laboratory, could you live in space for a year? Tell us what you think down in the comments. And hey, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.